morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome in to the Cryptologic podcast, guys. How do you like the new setup? You got to attribute it to John, though. You got to give him a round of applause because John did literally all of this. Everything you see, even from the Cryptologic podcast at the bottom to the John and Mike names, he did all of it. So
we're back.
Definitely give John a round of applause.
Yeah,
now, so tell him what's going on, man. Why we didn't post yesterday? What happened? Kind of give him a backstory.
No, I was just feeling sick. I was excited I caught something over the weekend. I was excited to over New Year's. I was excited to get on the show on Monday, and I was like, man, I'm not 100%. My voice, my throat.
I mean, we're still low key kind of getting over it a little bit.
Yeah.
Still, you probably hear some. You're probably gonna hear some all throughout the episode. You know what I'm saying? But it is a podcast, man. So it's all good.
No, I ain't got none of that. No, I'm just kidding. I have everything is good though. But yeah, I think we just had a little bug or something. I don't know. It was whoa, can't say that word.
Yeah, definitely
Omarion.
Can't say that one.
It was the Omarion.
Omarion. Yo, I seen that on Twitter, not Twitter, Instagram, and he was like, I'm Omarion, not whatever. And I was like, why is he saying that?
Because it sounds similar. Everyone's making fun of it, saying that that's him.
But does it really though?
Yeah.
I don't.
It just
sounds
looks
so
like
much different.
It looks like
I mean, maybe.
But dang, we're back.
But is that like his way? That's like his way to feel like relevant, I guess. Again, because like he basically died after
he
B2K.
went viral. No, he went through. He was never dead. He went back. He went to MMG. He was with Rick Ross's group. He was making music again.
Yeah,
and he was doing well doing that. And then
I guess.
And then he was fine. Then he went viral again over that dance that he did at the red carpet or something, or some event. He went viral, did some dance. He's been relevant. He had a baby. He had some baby mama drama.
Oh, with that one chick. Yeah,
I don't
remember her name.
India Love. That's what her name is. Yeah, he never died off.
I mean, he wasn't.
He was relevant.
He just wasn't as relevant as B2K. Though.
Oh yeah, well that's pop stardom.
Yeah,
but he was successful. Like
it's kind of like NSYNC.
He dropped
how Justin
music.
Timberlake was like.
He did his own little.
Everybody
thing.
else kind of died, but yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But how are you guys doing, man? How's your 2020 been? Hopefully, it's been amazing. So far, so good for us. The crypto market, speaking, has been just kind of trading sideways, man. It hasn't really been doing crazy parabolic numbers. Some people are calling it a bear market. Some people are calling it, that we're going down. You never know, man. It's open to interpretation. I think the thing is that we need to start realizing is that no one really truly knows what's going to happen in this crypto space. It's all just guesses and having their own understanding of how they look at it. Like I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a couple of Web3 projects that we currently like before we dive into the market cap and all that. So, John, what Web3s are you most excited for going into 2022?
Well, I mean, I said in the show the same as you. I like KDA and I like Flux.
Okay.
Those two are the two like ones I'm looking at, but I'm looking at those and layer ones mostly.
Okay.
And tokens that rebase.
So like passive income plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
But predominantly those KDAs like something I fell in love with shout out to kudos to Dante for bringing that to my attention. And I did some research on it, and in the Discord we talk about it. KDA is a very powerful project.
Yeah.
On top of Flux as well. And you can make passive income on Flux also. It is kind of expensive to get a Flux node, but supposedly they're making it cheaper. There's cheaper versions of the Flux node now that are coming out. And that's something I'm looking into. It's much it's like 90% cheaper than what it used to be, which is like $10,000 or something plus dollars to get a Flux node. Now it's like cheap it's like 90% cheaper, so it's like $1,000. So I'm looking into that. But yeah, those are the main two that I'm very, very interested in, but not the only things I'm interested in.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on KDA. My other one is going to be Polkadot. I'm really, really bullish on Polkadot. And then, of course, layer ones as well.
Yeah, layer ones.
And then passive income plays, man. That I think that's going to be very, very huge. That's one of the things. You know how like in 2018, how DeFi came and the NFTs and all that. I think the year 2022, tail end of 2021, started with that passive income type plays. A lot of people are like, I'm going to see how much passive income I can make daily to basically fund my life. And I feel like we're going into that in 2022. It's not going to be so much of just buying and selling cryptos as it hasn't been for, a couple of years now. But I definitely like the passive income plays. I want to start getting into nodes. I know if you guys watched my last, what was it? I don't know. It was a while ago, 6 months ago, maybe. I was talking about Gala nodes when we first started talking about Gala. And I wanted to get into that. But then, it was at that time, it was like 13,000 for one node. And now it's probably like 50, 60,000 for one. It's kind of crazy. But the one I'm really looking at is strong nodes. I really like strong.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, strong is really everything the only one.
Everything that you're saying is like I'm literally the same.
and of course time with the rebates and all that, but that doesn't count as a node.
Strong.
There's been a lot of crypto games that's been coming out where you could stake the NFT and then you can get passive income there as well. There's been a couple of popping up. One big one on Avalanche, I think it was called like Police and Robbers or Police and something. I don't know, but it was like had to do with police and bad guys, where basically you mint the NFT. You don't know whether you're going to get a good guy or you're going to get a police officer or a robber or whatever. And then whatever one you get, you'll get a certain amount of loot within that day. And then you can cash that loot out for, Avalanche or whatever it is. There was another one I found as well. It was like some called Chicken something, where they like let you buy the NFT chicken, and then that chicken lays an egg, and then you, depending on how many eggs you get, is worth so many AVAX. It's pretty interesting, man. I think moving forward, we're gonna see a lot more of these kind of passive income type plays.
I'm not really into the games yet. The crypto games.
Yeah, it's gonna be big, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 transparent. I'm not in any of them right now, but I am starting to do my research on them, so I will be getting into.
Are you really getting into that stuff?
Yeah, man.
I'm probably look like I'll get into it like later on, but I feel like there's other things on my agenda that I'm like really focused on first, because I still want to make buying cryptos a priority, but I want to buy projects. I feel like I will always buy new projects that I like. But I want to make it a priority to be able to buy those with money that comes from crypto already. So like
like your passive income.
Yeah.
Place.
So like I want to continue to buy projects, but for my passive income plays, and then I want to invest more into passive income plays to then reimburse that into more crypto projects that make more money. And then when they make money, take the profits, and then I want to keep rinsing, repeating, and doubling down on those things. And to the point where that stuff is basically on autopilot, then I would feel like I would be comfortable venturing off into like NFTs more, games more, like crypto games, NFT games more, and stuff like that. But like for me personally, I think I'm going to stick to getting myself set up with passive income first and foremost, because I have time. I have Hector DAO. I have a node. I have a couple nodes on LVT, Louverture. And then from there, I want to upgrade and get bigger, stronger nodes, like reliable nodes, like Strong, Flux, Gala one day. It's possible. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So things like that, and then with that income, I want to then buy all my favorite cryptos in our Patreon. I listed like 20 projects that I think are going to do well.
Yeah, I remember you putting
that was like 20 of them.
Out.
There's way more. But I could be 100% wrong, but this is a project I think are going to do well this year.
Yeah.
Because every year crypto does better than the year before.
Exactly.
So which ones are going to do well? Like, I'm pretty sure those are safe bets. But that's where I'm thinking going into 2022 or this year, is the rest of the year, is like I'm going to end up rich this year. Like, because last year did good. Like when I invested to where I got to the end of the year I was very happy with what I started with. Like not knowing where to begin in crypto, how to kind of like learning on the fly in February to where I got to the end of the year. For me, speaking to me personally, I was very glad to know that, okay, now going to 2022, there's no excuse. I know exactly what I need to do. There's no like hiccups. Like there probably will be hiccups just because of the market and Black Swan events or whatever, the government, whatever. But if that's outside, move that out the way. Me knowing what I know now, I know how to dominate and get to where I want to get to towards like the end of 2023.
Right. And I think that's a big, huge thing, because a lot of people feel like, well, on Twitter, you'll see like people talking about, oh, I made $1 million or I made 500,000 on this NFT, whatever, what have you. And you're like, man, why is that not me? but I feel like everybody's path is different, and how you get to it should be your own journey. It shouldn't be like what somebody else is doing, because like, what if you're more financially literate than that other person? They made 500,000, but then the next week you see that they're broke. You know what I mean? It's like, how did you broke? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
There's people that are barely getting into crypto for the first time this year, just like we got into last year, like where we went all in on crypto this year.
Right, but they shouldn't expect to become millionaires and quote unquote billionaires.
Some people are though
this year.
Some people are. That's the thing. Some people are,
depending on if they have the capital or not. I mean, to find those projects that, I mean, unless you're investing your whole portfolio in just meme coins.
I mean, there's some projects that you could invest in that blow up out of nowhere.
But if you got in last year with those projects, this year then they will blow up. You're just gonna jump into AVAX right now and expect to be a millionaire.
I mean, you gotta find some sleepers. There's sleepers every day.
Oh, there's constantly.
There's a sleeper out there right now that's gonna 1000x in the next go up 1,000% in the next couple weeks. Like, I've seen it on TikTok where like someone made a video, and I forgot what the token was. There was a token that literally was up 2,000% in like 2 weeks in December.
That's crazy.
Towards the end of the year. No one even talked about it. But that's like literally happening every day. But you're like literally got to chase it. 2,000% is insane.
But you have to know what you're doing. You know, you're not just going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? You're not just going to stumble upon it. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be in the space. You're going to have to know where to look. You're going to have to know to be in Discord. You need to be on Twitter. You need to be in this space in order to have an understanding.
What the token's name was.
I don't even know. But the funny thing about it though, DeFi in general, that happens every day, man. Literally every single day. Irregardless of whether we're on a bull market, bear market, whatever. DeFi, like specifically just DeFi, like with all these protocols and stuff like that, happens literally every day, man. And it's actually pretty intense. So
I think I'm just glad we're back. I got the new mic. Look at the mic. What?
Yeah.
The mic works.
Looking pretty good.
Is it the first time doing the show with the mic?
I think so.
Yeah, we did the mic.
Did we do a show?
No, we didn't do it with the mic. And I got the little adapter thing.
They don't know what that is.
What is it called?
It's called a Fed head, but it basically is
Fed head.
It's basically there
Boba
to
Fett
amplify your voice, so you don't have to be so loud.
So now I sound cool. See, this is like awesome.
Let's dive into the market, man. See what we're up against right here. So as you guys can see, man, we're sitting at 2.24 trillion, basically up not even a percentage on the day. Bitcoin has been, trading sideways, really. I mean, it's fluctuating between 46,000 to 48,000. At a time, I think it hit 50,000, but then it ended up dipping back underneath it. Ethereum has fell underneath 4,000. Binance is looking like it might fall under 5.
What is the market cap at?
2.24.
Oh, I saw something that the dominance went under 40% over the past few days.
Yeah.
It's under 40%. That's
right now.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah.
That's good. That the market dominance of Bitcoin under 40% and the market cap of the crypto space is still over $2 trillion, which is solid.
Yeah. But I mean, once Bitcoin gets back over 2 trillion or a trillion or 1.5 trillion or whatever, the dominance might go back up, but we'll see. You think so? Maybe.
I mean, Ethereum will go up. As long as Ethereum goes up, it kind of combats it.
I don't think the dominance of Ethereum is going to combat Bitcoin in minimum of like less than 5 years.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is if Ethereum's market cap goes up 25%, Bitcoin can't go 45%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get it.
On top of all the other altcoins. That's why I don't think Bitcoin can, just because Bitcoin's market cap goes up, doesn't mean that the dominance will go up, because that's only if the altcoins tank.
Yeah. But when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins are suppressed anyway. It's only when Bitcoin trades sideways is when altcoins start to pump, because people are going to start taking profits from Bitcoin and putting it into alts.
I just don't know if we live in an era where people are buying, like me personally, when I buy crypto, my money isn't coming from Bitcoin. I don't think not everybody comes from Bitcoin.
You can't say everybody to anything, but I'm telling you, that was the narrative of the past years. The narrative was when Bitcoin goes parabolic, all the altcoins are kind of suppressed. because a lot of people is keeping their money in a Bitcoin because they want to get that 2x or whatever they're going to get. And then once they feel like Bitcoin has topped out, then they take their profits out of Bitcoin and go into fundamentals like Ethereum because they know they're going to pump next. So they're like basically riding the wave down and then, going to Ethereum because if you think about it, look at all the quote unquote big investors. What are their two biggest bags?
Well, yeah, it's
Bitcoin and Ethereum.
I don't think that they're moving the money out and putting into alts though. I think retail investors is what keeps primarily. Well, there's big entities with whales that are buying alts, but I think that there's a lot of retail investors that are dominating the alt space per se.
Well, I can't say most and I can't say all, and I don't know what the word is. Some, I guess, some retail investors, primarily their whole portfolio is only alts. So
That's what I'm
I would
saying.
agree with you on that one. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, though, the retail investors will see their portfolios potentially be higher than someone who just holds Bitcoin and Ethereum. But it's the reverse as well. Like when those get cut in half or cut 70%, their whole portfolio is gone. You know what I'm saying? At one point they were up $60,000, and now all of a sudden their 60,000 is only worth 15 because they never took any profits and they just diamond handed everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think keeping some money in Bitcoin and or Ethereum will save you the headache and the mindset of like, oh, my portfolio's down. Moving forward, so that's just what I
wouldn't
think,
invest if you did that. Like, you're just playing it safe. What's the point of investing if you're playing it safe?
Well, everybody's risk tolerance is different, like we're 29, so if we lose $100,000, we can make $100,000 back. But if you're you're in your 40s, late 40s, maybe you got a family, saving up for kids, you can't just YOLO your money. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, I'm putting everything in alts. You know what I'm saying? They need some type of stability or security. So that was the only thing that I was kind of alluding to. I wasn't trying to say that everybody should have Bitcoin and Ethereum in their wallet. You can do whatever you want to do,
Yeah. I think if you just put Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's cool. I would invest obviously in Ethereum more than Bitcoin because Bitcoin at most is ever gonna double. But I guess like people will probably park their money in Bitcoin, not per se invest in a Bitcoin. It's more so a money park. Like you're parking your money there unless you're moving millions. Because if you're putting millions of dollars in Bitcoin going from 45K to 48K, you're making a lot of money. But if you're putting $500 into Bitcoin, you're not making anything. You're making like $10 if it goes from 45 to 48K. So I'd say the people that have millions of dollars, it probably makes sense for them to put money into Bitcoin because they'll make six figures. It jumping from 45 to 52,000. Oh, cool! I made $80,000.
Mostly, I've seen.
Then it makes sense.
People that invest into Bitcoin is more of a store of value, but more so used as collateral to take loans.
Do that too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what would you rather take a loan out of, on Bitcoin, or would you rather take a loan out on like Cardano? You know what I'm saying? You would feel a lot safer knowing you're not going to get liquidated with Bitcoin as opposed to Cardano. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't, it won't make sense. So I think people that want to take, collateralized loans, they're more so going to use Bitcoin for that, not necessarily using Bitcoin as, oh, I'm going to 2x my money from here. It's only for collateral that they can take out and use for something else. That's in my opinion. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, it's just, I'll hold it. You know what I mean?
I think it's just everyone's just doing their own thing. I don't think there's no narrative. It's just people just do whatever they do is best for them. All I know is retail investors are stupid investors per se because they can't control the markets, and then obviously the richer people or the elites are the ones that are like, I don't really like to use the word elites, but the wealthy people are the ones that are investing into those top 5 assets because they know that's safe. And obviously they added Solana on that list. They like Cardano. They're added Polkadot on there. They like Luna as well. They like Avalanche as well.
I mean, frankly, if you look at last year, Cardano didn't really do much. And we broke an article last year talking about,
But it's still $40 billion. That's the thing. It's still a $40 billion.
Yeah, no, I know it didn't do nothing in the sense of the retail investors wanting it to go up.
Yeah.
But it will blow up this year.
It did blow up because it was 13 cents the year before.
Yeah,
so that's that was 100x.
That makes sense.
Cardano did do 100. It's 13 to $1 100x. $2.
I don't really know the math. I'm terrible at math, man.
I think so because if you multiply 13 cents times 100, what would you get? $1. Where's my phone?
Like I said, I
Let me see.
don't know, man.
Because if you do
I'm terrible
0.13
with that.
times
Literally
100,
terrible
that's
with math.
$13. So is it 10x?
Maybe 10x.
Yeah,
It's a
but
10x.
it
Okay,
did like
10x.
20x because the Cardano did hit $2. So from whenever Cardano was 13 cents, I think even early in the year, I'm not 100% sure, but we can look at the chart again because we didn't even go to the chart. We just kept talking about this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
sure. So like, if you go to all or damn tank, go to.
Do I go a year?
No, yeah, just do all. 'Cause
Okay.
I think the year. So we got to go back to when it was 13 cents. Yeah. So November of 2020
Yeah, it was in 2020.
to November of 2021 or whatever, when it was at $2 at the peak, Cardano did a 220x.
11.
Yes. So that's why when you look back, just like how I say Quant March 14th was $1.80. Cardano made people millionaires.
It really did.
That's why I'm like, Cardano didn't, and it didn't even launch 100% launch yet.
It didn't launch anything.
That's
yet.
why even Polkadot was like, fuck, oh, that cuz was freaking was freaking I didn't cuss. The YouTube don't ban us. No, I'm just kidding. The Polkadot was like a few bucks. $14 or something.
Yeah, I think it was like at 12 to $14.
Avalanche
Avalanche
couple
was
dollars.
definitely a couple of dollars.
But that's what I'm saying. Look at
Luna was a couple of dollars.
Cardano did do some crazy stuff. Solana did do some crazy stuff.
Cardano did crazy stuff without it actually having all the smart contracts.
People were just greedy.
I'm really truly waiting for Sunday Swap to come out. That's gonna be, I feel like, gonna be the Uniswap of Cardano, which is gonna be Sunday Swap, I think it's called. And I'm waiting for that, man, because I'm gonna ape into that hard. I'm gonna ape into that, dude, 100%. Because it's gonna be one of the first dexes on ADA. I think it'll be the primary dex. It'll be like what Trader Joe is for Avalanche, you know.
What's the top 15? See, Avalanche and Polkadot are good. Polygon did well last year.
Man,
that's why I'm cool. We're in a whole new year now, so you can like look back at 2021 and see how these projects did. They all did fantastic. CRO blew up finally. Like all these projects did well. Like they're gonna blow up again this year. Now it's like, where are they gonna go this year? And then the year to next, where are they gonna go next year? But you see that they round out the top 10 is no more meme coins. We ended the top 10 with no meme coins in there.
Top 15 we have them, but it's whatever. But CRO, I didn't know that it had a whole DeFi section, which is called Chronos.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, bro. Even like I heard about it, but I didn't know it had to do anything with CRO. So Chronos is actually pretty dope. If you really like look into it, I think
shout out to Crypto Basics on TikTok. He's been trying to get me to do that CRO.
Chronos.
Yeah, he's been trying to telling me to make a video on it.
I don't even know how you. I would have to. How do you even bridge to that? Like
on the app, you do it on the app. There's a wallet. There's another wallet that you have to download.
Oh, it's a whole nother wallet.
Yeah, he created a tutorial on it. I didn't make one. He ended up making one. But
I want to check it out, man. It looks cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was something that I wanted.
Binance was like $28 last New Year's. Something like that.
I don't think anybody could have predicted Binance being
there's so many
$600. But I think Binance might even, by the end of the year will probably reach $1,200, $1,300 maybe.
Oh, I think Solana could hit $600, $700 plus.
I think Solana could hit, those numbers as well, 300, 400, 500 maybe, Luna is definitely on track to do so as well. Polkadot with all their pair chains. Cardano, I still think could probably hit that $8 to $10 range, especially when they start getting all
XRP, the lawsuit's supposed to end by April. Is what experts are saying.
If the lawsuit ends with XRP, that's honestly that's a big catalyst that I feel like a lot of people are not really like, irregardless of if you like XRP or not. I feel like that's going to be very big. Now, I understand it's not going to be like, oh, the lawsuit's over. All right, regulation, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's going to take some time. It might even take a year and a half before we actually fully have an understanding of where they want to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
I think XRP, yeah, I agree. I think XRP will have a price appreciation.
I do,
but I think it'll tank pretty pretty hard.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people are going to start pulling profits, bro. So I think if XRP, now this is a hypothetical.
You got to pull on the way up, man.
I think and you have to do it in stages. I don't suggest, well, that's not financial advice, but this is what I would be doing. I would be pulling in stages, like a all time high, then $6, then $8, then $10. You know what I'm saying? You pull it in stages because once people, there's whales in XRP, bro, that have a lot of XRP. And they're up doing this all day, every day. So if you're just like a regular day trader, just like, you got a job, maybe you're a content creator, whatever, you're not going to be at your phone all the time. So if you don't take profit along the way, I'm just saying you might miss the wave, bro, because it's gonna happen fast, bro. If XRP wins that lawsuit, you're gonna see XRP. It happened the year. It was at what, 50 cents when we got in, and then next thing you know, it went to 80 cents. And then next thing you know, it went to $1.50, and then almost at $2. It happened fast, bro, in the span of what, like a month, maybe. Yeah. So, bro, imagine
XRP. They're predicting XRP at $27, and. Damn. But I'm like, that's a lot. I learned something. Kind of a lot. I learned something pretty interesting on TikTok from Crypto Mason. He broke down market cap that it's not what we think it is. Because he basically used this example. He says if one person bought Bitcoin at 10,000, bought like 30 Bitcoin at $10,000 or some amount of Bitcoin. I forgot what the amount was, right?
Right.
And the amount made the market cap $170 billion.
Okay.
Right? $170 billion. So he did the math, whatever that is, divided by it. So he bought this person A buys Bitcoin. There's only no one has invested in the Bitcoin yet, right? Because obviously the market cap is the circulating supply or total supply divided by the price or something.
I think it's multiplied.
Wait, I think we have here. Hold on.
It's multiplied. If you go to Bitcoin and then you go to market cap and you go to the little I or whatever, it tells you what it does. You just hover over it and it should just pop up.
Why is it not working?
I have no idea. See, it works.
Okay, the total market. So let me give clarity to people. The total market value of a cryptocurrency circulating supply is the market cap equals the current price times circulating supply. So you can do the opposite. So you can do circulating supply divided by something to find out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We usually do the opposite to find out what it would be.
What the price would be
with this with the certain market cap.
Right.
Right. So Crypto Mason said that if person A bought a certain amount of Bitcoin, I don't know what it is. He put the magic number. He put the number on there, and the market cap became $170 billion. Then that's what the market cap is, because then you would divide. You would do current price times the supply.
Okay.
Right? And the supply, let's say that the supply was only 10 Bitcoin. He bought the 10, or whatever the amount Bitcoin is, to equal the $107 billion. Now, if person B went on and bought just one Bitcoin, he said that the new supply would change to like 107, like it would increase by like $3 billion or $30 billion with just one Bitcoin. So what he's saying is it's not actually how much money is in the project.
Okay.
It's just a calculation.
It's guesstimation?
It's not even the real money. The volume is what the trading volume that you need to see, but that's about a 24-hour basis. Right? The trading volume is by how much money was being moved into Bitcoin today. So it shows you the volume. It's by a 24-hour basis.
Yeah.
So the market cap isn't actually how much money is inside the project. So a token that has billions of tokens, like I said, supply,
yeah,
can technically hit certain numbers. It won't hit the thousands and stuff like that. People will say, "Oh, the market cap." Yes, you have to still pay attention to that. It's just a fancy. It's a psychological thing that people are used to, that's been around since the beginning of Bitcoin, that has carried over to today. From like the older investors, older crypto investors.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
So it's not necessarily relevant in the sense of determining where a project can go anymore. It's just a pretty thing. It's just like a.
So in your honest opinion, though, does that logic happen with meme coins too?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. Because we've seen Sheeb hit $50-60 billion market cap because of the supply and the amount of tokens that are basically bought.
Right.
But it does, supply and demand is exists.
Yeah, of course.
So
you know,
you can't have sheep be $1. It just, the math won't make sense for sheep to be $1 if this amount of money, and it'll take this amount of money to make it $1. But the thing is, you can't technically, I guess you can say, predict it 100%, because how much would it cost to buy 1 trillion sheep tokens? I don't know, but a billionaire can buy one.
You're asking the wrong
billionaire
person,
can buy. I know this sounds crazy. People probably looking at it, like listening, like, what the hell? They've been out for a week. I've been sick. All right, just give me a second. The thing is, that's why the market cap is a little tricky, because a billionaire can come in and spend $2 billion on SHIB or whatever, Dogecoin, whatever, and then how many tokens does that give them? And then we have to see how much does that fluctuate on the market cap. It doesn't mean the market cap's going to go from 38 billion to 2 billion. If somebody's put $2 billion in, the market cap's going to go to like 42 billion or something. It just depends on what the supply times the amount that he bought.
Got it. Okay. Well,
you get what I'm saying? I mean, it's tricky. It's like really tricky. It's like, it's not a 100% de facto way to determine the success of a project anymore. It shouldn't be market cap.
Got it.
And that's how we've always done it. And
yeah,
it was a very good video. And he kind of explained it. I was like, what the heck? And he's like, it's a mind. It's gonna your mind.
Well, no, it's more so,
I'll send
like,
it to you afterwards.
It's more so like what you like looking back at, 2017 and saying that, oh, we're going to move the same way. Oh, we're going to have a bear market every 2 years. We're going to do that. Like, you can't look at the past to predict the future anymore, because what we have now, we didn't have in the past. So how can you judge that on what we have now? And you really can't do so. So
it's weird to me, though. It took me a while to grasp it. That's why I'm still struggling to like explaining, because I'm like trying to understand it. I'm like, okay, because obviously I want to go into this year not like doing the staying away from projects that I think won't do well because of the market cap. And that's what he says. A lot of people will do that. They'll stay away from projects because of the market cap.
That's true.
Oh, this thing needs this how market cap to bid this price. Like you have to be very like calculated. You have to count the supplies, and it is like a way that in the video I'll show you afterwards, and then maybe tomorrow we'll talk about it.
No, it makes
sense.
Interesting. It's just more so of more thought of innovation. You know what I'm saying? Opening your mind to new possibilities. There's so many things that in cryptocurrency that is going to happen this year that we've never seen before. Yeah. There's not been a time where you can say that majority of their portfolios are actually going into passive income plays, and only passive income plays, right? People are literally only putting their money into like putting their money into Time, Jade, Hector. They're only putting in these rebate style, passive income. There's never been a time where that's actually a thing, So currently we have it. Will it last? Is it sustainable? I don't know. Maybe it might last 6 months. Maybe it might last a year. Maybe it might last 5. I don't know. But still, I think it's
that's the example
it's pretty
he used. He used it from this article right here. You can zoom in. Plus.
Control plus.
Like 2 more times. Then go down. So he says, for this example, let C equal $10,000 for 1 Bitcoin, and let S equal 17 million Bitcoin in supply.
Okay. So
the D would be the derived market cap. So D would be the market cap. So the market cap would be C times S. Okay. So C would be $10,000 for 1 Bitcoin. So if 1 Bitcoin costs $10,000, you would then
times it by circulating supply.
But that says yeah. So you times it by 17 million.
Right.
That would equal $170 billion
market cap.
That guy just bought 1. You get it? That's why it's weird. That's why it's like, what? My mind was like, whoa. The market cap of Bitcoin would be $170 Is that $1 billion or $1 million?
Oh, could that even be
$1 billion.
I think that might be billion. 170 billion. Is that a billion?
One guy. Oh no. Okay, look. It says so. It's 1 Bitcoin times the circulating supply, which is 17 million Bitcoin. So 1 times 17 million, and then it says 10,000 divided by that. It equals.
No, 1 Bitcoin is worth $10,000.
Yeah.
So 10,000. So technically, it's 10,000 times
17 million equals $170 billion. So therefore, the market cap for Bitcoin is $170 billion. And that's with one person buying 1 Bitcoin. That's where I'm just like shocked. Where I'm like, has a whole year market cap has been a lie to me now. Do you guys? I hope you guys get it. In the comments. Please let me know if we're rambling too much about it. But just let me know if you guys think. We'll link this in the description too. Cause look, can you see it?
Honestly,
what do you think?
I think it's relative.
But you see, it says if one person bought 1 Bitcoin and then no one else bought Bitcoin, the market cap would be $170 billion.
Yeah.
So imagine if someone bought 10. So now do 10,000 times 10 times 17 million.
So it would be 10,000 times 10, right?
Yeah, it's too much math.
That's way too much math. Dude.
But you see what I'm saying? It'll be a lot.
It'll be a lot.
That's why Bitcoin's are almost dang near $1 trillion. There's only 18 million. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Like, how many? That's what I'm saying. How many people do you think out there own millions of Bitcoin? Maybe I don't even think.
I don't know about millions.
I don't even think. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think MicroStrategy owns 1 million. I think they own thousands of Bitcoins.
They have less than 10,000.
Yeah,
but they're worth billions.
Yeah,
they're less than 10,000.
But that's why market cap is so tricky to me. Now
it's interesting.
I gotta do more research on it and see how it affects like high cap tokens like HBAR, because I love HBAR. I just think the only flaw that HBAR has is that it has way too many tokens.
Yeah.
So like for me, I'm like, okay, HBAR at a high will be like $5, which is gonna be equal to like Solana hitting $1,000. HBAR hitting like $6 or $7. I know my numbers are probably off, but that's a difference when it comes to supply. You know what I'm saying? XRP hitting $10 is the same thing as Ethereum hitting $7,000
or higher.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did a TikTok. I stitched a TikTok, and a guy was saying that, and dude, you can't imagine the amount of hate that I got off of that video. Like,
but if
you don't know what you're talking about, you're an idiot. And I'm just like, all right, dude. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I was just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even make the content. I was just standing there going.
But shout out to Crypto Mason for bringing that video, though.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it parlays to a lot of people not having a clear understanding, and because like people don't like what they don't understand. This like this tweet you sent me, right? Of this lady. I don't even know who the heck this lady even is, bro.
Carol Baskins.
Carol Codwalder.
Codwalder.
She said there isn't enough yuck in the world to describe Matt Damon's advertising a Ponzi scheme. Now, this was, a lot of you guys probably know what this is. It's Matt Damon with the Crypto.com thing. Right?
This is the new commercial, and basically what he's saying is, our ancient ancestors, when they went to travel, some of them, like just found whatever they found and were happy with it.
Yeah.
And then the ones that were really successful and went on to be legends kept going.
They innovated.
And they went more and more, like flying an airplane. Some just got a boat, made a boat, and was happy. Oh, we made a boat. Some climbed mountains, built airplanes, went to space, and now going to Mars. So like what he's saying is, you want to be cool, like, and take a risk and try and, be a legend, or you want to be a loser basically and just like, oh, that's what he was saying. And a lot of people are mad. They're like, oh, they're basically saying like crypto, like if you don't invest in crypto, you're a loser, you're nobody. And then they think that crypto's a Ponzi scheme is bad.
But the reality is, it's open to anyone's interpretation. Like, if somebody likes it, who cares? Why do you care? If it's not your desired outcome, why do you care what they're doing? If you have some sort of plan that's gonna make you $1 million, $1 billion, whatever, okay, go do your plan.
Show the.
It's dumb.
Look at all these replies. People are defending crypto. It's not the same like it used to be back then. There's a lot of people in crypto now that are defending crypto. Says Carol, you think you're a brilliant journalist, but you should educate yourself on the crypto space before calling it a Ponzi. It's a new technology that isn't understood properly yet. Comparable to saying the internet is a scam back in the 90s.
People did say that.
And then
that was 100% a fact. People did say that.
And then this person doesn't get it, obviously. He says, "Oh, you just buy and sell for later." They have no idea. This person they're not gonna make it. This person says lots to criticize about the space, but when people call it a Ponzi scheme, it reveals that they do not know what they speak of. Pumps and dumps, delisted coins, scams, etc. But Ponzi scheme, the whole industry, come on, it's complex. Just say you don't understand it and move on.
Yeah, but people will never give you that. They won't do it.
Tell me more of these Ponzi schemes, and it's $1. The dollar.
Slowly just dissipating.
That's why it's like the crypto space is different now than it used to be. You can't just talk crap about it and think that you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, not get any slack, any hit from it.
Even if you talk crap about crypto, like there's people that still talk crap about stocks as it's been around for I don't know how long. People are still like, oh, I would never put my money into stocks because I don't like what I don't want other people telling me what I could do with my money and how much money I can make. I can make more money on my own. But it's like, okay, you can make more money on your own, but how much of that money are you keeping at the end of the year? Let's be honest here. You're not keeping all of your money that you're quote unquote making, because if you're making a whole bunch of money, 9 times out of 10, you're probably paying it in taxes. So
yeah.
It doesn't matter whether it's crypto, it doesn't matter whether it's real estate. There's people still talking about real estate is garbage. You can't make any money with it. Or you need a lot of money to be in real estate. What?
Yeah. I don't know. They just feel like they're getting left out. And the fact that they said that's unwise for them to say that, oh, you're not cool if you don't invest. Because that's what the commercial says. The commercial literally says, like, hey, if you're not innovating, then you're just going to basically be left behind in history.
But that's true though. Look at
true.
Look at Blockbuster.
And they showed examples.
Look at Blockbuster. We talk about it all the time, but look at Blockbuster. There was an old CEO that basically said, "Oh, we've been doing this for 20 plus years. We don't need you guys."
They call her.
What happened?
They call her a late adopter.
She's not even gonna adopt, dude. Or because you did send that article about Melania Trump. With the Bitcoin thing, she endorsed it.
Yeah,
she endorsed Bitcoin. So, I mean, her husband is like,
no. She endorsed Bitcoin by saying happy birthday to Bitcoin, and she had launched NFTs. And her husband's been bashing crypto, and he's like, the only currency I believe is the dollar. We only believe in the dollar. I don't want any currency. I want the dollar. We want the dollar.
Honestly,
the dollar. That's why he says dollar. Have you watched the interview?
The funny thing about Donald Trump is, like, he'll say one thing, but in actuality, he'll do something completely different.
Hey, man.
So
whatever it takes, he'll do whatever it takes to win. And then in the next election, he runs again. I love crypto, baby. Come vote for me, baby.
Exactly.
And then we would. Everyone would too. All the crypto investors like, oh shoot, well, he's not gonna ban crypto.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Oh no,
he moves with the wind.
Hey,
and, that's his personality.
This is a non-political podcast. We're just making jokes.
Exactly.
I don't want somebody in here. You like these people? You don't like these people? I don't care.
Yeah,
you guys can argue amongst yourselves.
We're not political in that sense. We're on the bigger picture.
I just don't like the dollar. I don't like the dollar.
But I mean, that kind of just goes to show you, man. One person has a perspective, and the other person that's literally in the same house as them have a different perspective.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
She doesn't care. She's like, I like Bitcoin.
They should be able to coincide.
She probably owns some Bitcoin too.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
She said, "Happy birthday to Bitcoin."
I think it's great.
What did she post? It was like a tweet.
But people don't understand. Don't like what they don't understand. That's the thing about everything in life.
Right here, he was like, "The dollar, crypto is very dangerous." So it's gonna. He basically said it's gonna explode though. It's gonna blow up and it's gonna be taken over. It's gonna take over.
It probably will, man. But
that's a good thing.
Yeah,
like that he said that because he's acknowledging the inevitable.
He knows that it's going to eventually be there, and he knows that the dollar can't last. He knows more than anyone. You know how much money they're printing with all of it.
The original Genesis block.
What is a Genesis block?
That's the Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. When you look at that, you'd be like that movie.
That was yesterday though. January 3rd was Bitcoin's
birthday
anniversary. Yeah, 13th year.
That's crazy.
Pretty cool.
Kind of crazy to think about, but it's all relevant, man. But this one, I want to highlight this one tweet, man. I'm gonna highlight this one tweet from Crypto Nagado, man. This guy is he never misses. But he said goal setting for dummies. Now, guys, just pay attention to this. I'm not calling you dummies. I'm just saying pay attention. You are setting your goals for yourself, not anybody else. All right? Anything is possible in cryptocurrency.
Anything. What?
Anything is possible in cryptocurrency. You have much more potential than you realize, than all of us realize. Success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. There is no shortages of success. So if your portfolio doesn't look like the millionaire guy who got lucky or whatever, however he got it, if it doesn't look like his, you're not a failure. Let's be honest here. And then every goal will require work. That's it. Every goal will require work.
There's no shortage of success.
There's none. If you took $1,000 and turned that $1,000 into $50,000 by the end of the year, is that a failure?
Nope. Turning into $2,000 not even a failure.
Exactly. But to some people, it's a failure because they look at other people's accolades and understanding and say, I didn't reach that, so therefore I'm a failure. If you have that mentality going into 2022, bro, you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. You're not going to make it. There's no shortage of success. If you double $1,000 to $2,000, that clap, bro, give yourself a round of applause. That's more than some people have done their whole entire life, which is kind of crazy to think. If you turn 100,000 into 200,000, that's a win. Don't be worrying about the freaking guy who make $10 million. That's not you at the current moment. We didn't reach six figures in our portfolios last year. We just got into crypto last year. But there were people that just got into crypto 3 months before the year ended and made a bunch of money. Did we go and say, oh my God.
We did hit the 5-figure mark. We started with 4 digits.
3 digits, actually.
3 digits, yeah. And then we ended with 5 digits.
That's a win. Is it?
You know what I'm saying?
Is it retirement win?
Heading into this year, the 5 will be 6.
But
this
we
year,
will.
You know what I'm saying? For you too.
But we will.
Let's go.
But yeah, guys, honestly, man, I think you're gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. All right, we're all gonna make it.
I think it's gonna be great. This year is gonna be great. It's the first episode of the year. New show theme. Look how beautiful it looks. We just need to.
I love it.
We just need to clean up the intro, like a new intro. And we have some cool ideas where this thing's actually gonna move. Like, pew, 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 pew. It's gonna open the door like a vault. It's like a vault.
Yeah.
And then going into this year, there's so many things that can make. Like I told myself, I was like, this is the year. This is gonna be the year. This is gonna be the year because I'm coming in with a portfolio already.
Yep.
I'm just gonna add to it and then move things around, just playing chess. And I'm like, I know where I need to go. I know how to attack. That's the thing. I know how to attack my portfolio to make it grow. My passive income plays first, from the passive income plays down to everything else. My favorite projects and stuff. I'm not necessarily gonna be chasing things that are gonna, this is gonna double. If it proceeds to fall on my lap, then yes. But main plays will be the passive income plays. I think layer ones will do very well this year. Metaverse, obviously, Web3 obviously will do well. I don't know, having this thing about exchanges. I have this. I've been researching. I think exchanges are gonna do well because layer ones are gonna do well. The fact that layer ones do well, exchanges have to piggyback on that. So like, just like how when the metaverse announcement was made by Facebook to Meta, and then Microsoft announced it, and then Nike announced they're going to get in the metaverse, started trademarking things. Google announced they're looking into it. Microsoft, did I say Microsoft?
Yeah, you did.
Other avenues are looking into the metaverse. What blew up on the metaverse? All metaverse tokens, not just Decentraland, not just Sandbox, not just Gala, or Gala is a metaverse, right? Considered.
Considered. It's
Not
gaming, but
not UOS. Not just, or Engine 2. Engine's going to do fantastically well this year, I think. Not just 1 or 2 tokens. It was the whole, I don't know what that is, industry?
Category?
Category. Right?
Yeah.
Meme coins. You could have popped a meme coin anywhere. If you didn't get yourself in a scam one, obviously. If you didn't get in a scam one, you would have made money on a lot of these
Yeah.
Safe Moon, you would have made money if you got in early enough. You would have made money getting into Sheeb early enough. You would have made money, obviously, Doge was the original one that set it off. But you would have made money on a lot of these meme coins. The whole category of meme coins blew up. The whole NFTs. There was a point in time when all NFTs could have made you some money, even Solana NFTs. Every Solana NFT you could have popped in.
The problem was that a lot of people were waiting. Like when you get into an NFT project, there are always those people that say, we're going to 10. Like say, for instance, for Ethereum. If you buy for 1 ETH, you're going to say, oh, we're going to 10 ETH. That's going to be the floor. That's going to be the floor. And then you see these people that are selling for 3 ETH, or they're selling for 1.5 ETH or 1.8 ETH. There's always those people that say, oh, that guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what the floor is going to be. And then the problem is once they reveal, then the price tanks half. And then you can't even sell it for what you minted it for. And that was me. That was what I did.
I'm still
the
holding
whole
all
time.
my NFTs.
I'm holding all my NFTs. I was that idiot who was like, oh, they're they don't know what they're holding. This is going to be 10 ETH and expecting it to be that. And now I can't even sell it for what I minted it for. And then some of them were even rug pulls as well. So guys, look, listen, just listen. There's so much opportunity out here that we've yet to see in this crypto space. Yes, can you make money the past ways, looking at the past, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm not discounting that. But there's going to be some new stuff that's going to come out. And you got to either, just based off of what we just talked about with the Carolyn Caldwell or whatever her name was, you either ride with the wave or you get left in the past.
But
that's what it is.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Layer ones will do well. If layer ones do well, what is the main thing that bridges all layer ones? It's exchanges and swaps. So
but are you talking about centralized or decentralized?
No, Uniswap. Uniswap passed over $1 billion.
Yeah, but that's decentralized.
Yeah, either or. What I meant for exchanges was swaps. So like Trader Joe, I think is gonna do well. Sushi swaps. They're called
DEXs.
Well, yeah, you can call them DEXs too.
Yeah.
DEXs will do well with layer one, so you can invest into DEXs. Like KuCoin is gonna do well. KuCoin did well last year. It was 88 cents in 2020, and then it hit $24 in 2021. You know who made a video about that? Clear Value Tax. He made a video about KuCoin.
Oh, because he was always talking about
KuCoin. He says, I told you guys to buy it 88 cents in June of 2020. He put the video and he said one thing. Okay, but before I get into that, the last quote is a beautiful quote that he said. But I'm saying now, layer ones dominate this year. Not the only thing dominates. Will dominate this year, but not be the only thing dominates. Then DEXs will follow with them. So if you like Avalanche, go and find the DEXs that Avalanche uses that are on Avalanche. They will do well. Trader Joe will do well. Uniswap is doing well. Carter Swap will do well when Cardano launches. Sushi Swap, et cetera, they're gonna do well. So he said, "Why?" Someone asked him, "It's like, oh, if you're," and he confirmed on his thing. He's a multimillionaire now. He said, "I became a multimillionaire." He was already millionaire before him doing his new channel. He made like a new channel, but he became. But then he became. If he took that out, he said, "I also became a multimillionaire through crypto." So he's like, I became a multimillionaire in 2021 through crypto, even though he was already there, but he's speaking specifically for crypto.
Yeah.
And he said, someone asked him, was like, okay, if you're a millionaire, why do you bother making content about crypto? And he says, I want to help people. He says, when you're a millionaire, it's good. It's great. Or when you're rich, he's like, when you're rich or wealthy, he's like, I'm not trying to brag or anything. He's like, when you're rich or wealthy, it's always good to have, life is much better when you have rich friends and rich allies. So he's like, I want to make other people rich and then have them become my friends. And me making them rich will make them become my ally because I help them out. So he's like, life is much better when you're rich with rich friends and rich allies because you don't want to be rich and alone. And I was like, that is true. I don't want to be rich and alone, regardless if you have your family or not. But it's like, that's your family. Like, I want to be hanging out with people that are also rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my family rich because I'm giving them money. Like, it's not like they did anything to make them rich.
Right.
But like, someone that was rich because I said, hey, do this or invest in this or here's some advice or and they just been their own thing. Life is much better when you have rich friends. If you're rich, if you have rich friends and rich allies. And I was like, dang, that is so true. That is so true.
I get it. I mean,
rather than be alone and miserable.
I think it's relative, right? It's relative in the sense of like whether or not like you want to be around all like once you're depending on your situation though, man. If you're like there's a lot of people in crypto right now that are introverts. They don't like to be around people. And that's why they like crypto, because they can make money and not have to see people.
I'm pretty sure they
Right.
talk to people though.
They may talk to people, but everybody on Twitter is all avatars. You don't know who that
But that's what I'm
that
saying.
person
I
is.
don't. You don't have to have a friend. You don't have. I'm not talking about you gotta be buddy buddy, but just have conversations. You have a friend. If you have a rich friend that's lives in Portugal, you meet him online. You're like, oh man, I'm rich. Oh, I'm rich too. Oh, and you guys have the same interests. Like when you're rich, you can hang out with other rich people. Like it's a better feeling. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to hang out. I'm not saying it's don't hang out with poor people.
That's what it sounds.
But what
like,
I'm
so that's
saying,
why I had,
what
I
I'm
had,
saying,
I'm trying to make you get some
is
clarity.
it's no way in hell that you can hang out with someone you're rich and someone's poor. That dynamic is just gonna be off because you can help the person, but some person may have so much pride. He's like, I don't want your money. I don't want you to spit on my life. Like some people can't handle being around rich people.
Well,
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and when you're rich, it's not like you're above anybody. It's like, hey, I want to hang around like-minded people. This person is rich. I'm rich. If I'm not saying being poor is bad. I'm not rich, right? But I'm just saying that quote basically means if you're like rich, it's great. Life is great when you have allies and friends that are also rich too. Because
Yeah.
you can help each other out and you have the same
It's definitely
likes.
it's definitely a narrative, you know.
And I think crypto space is very connective.
yeah.
I think it's a very connective space where most, like a lot of people on Twitter and the communities, everyone's conversating with each other. They have each other's back. There's even maxis that group with themselves and then they fight against other people. Like there's some people that just live under the radar. Like, okay, like you're rich, you don't even know that they're there. Yeah, but that's with anything.
But I don't know if you
But-
really know, like in crypto space, that's the thing that I truly like about it. It's like it doesn't give you, there's no quote unquote racism or quote unquote sexism
Yeah.
or anything in crypto. Like you could be talking to one guy, you know, that you think this guy's a kid or something, but in reality, that kid probably created an NFT, now is a multimillionaire or quote unquote billionaire, whatever, and you won't even know it.
Money just gives you the tool to live freely. It's not like
Right.
living money, being a slave to money. Money is supposed to be your slave. You're not supposed to be a slave to money. So like when you're rich and you have the mentality of being rich in here, it's a mindset of I'm free to do what I want. You want to be around other people that are free just like you and are also your ally, which means that they're not going to just do anything to hurt you or to take from you. They're here to help you and aid you and assist you in life. That's what I think he was saying. He doesn't mean like, oh, figuratively like cash. Oh, I can go to Dubai. Oh, my friend is poor. He can't go. I have to pay for him. It's being rich means you're free to do what you want because the money is allowing you to do whatever it is you want. It's your slave. It's your worker. Your money's working for you.
Yeah.
You want to be around people like that are also in that category because you guys are both, you guys and your friends are all free
Yeah.
in a sense of the way you think, the way you talk, the way, like in a way of living life. Because you can do whatever it is you need. Right? You can't, you know, like, oh, I gotta work, I gotta call out, oh, I gotta request days off. Oh, that's too expensive, it's out of my budget. Oh, you're just tied to money, you're tied to time. You know, you're tied to like, oh, I can't miss so many days. I gotta make this money, or else I'm not gonna make any money this month. When you have passive income, when you're rich, when you're, you know what I'm saying, when you're financially free, and you have friends like that, life is much more fun. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I said, it's definitely a narrative. I don't think it's everyone's, but
You know,
Well,
other
yeah.
people's family and stuff. Go on trips with other families. I mean, some people just want to just live on an island alone. I don't know.
well,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I mean,
Go
some
ahead.
people, you know,
Go ahead.
it's like I keep saying,
Wilson.
it's relative. You know what I'm saying? Because
Tom Hanks.
one person's rich success is like shackles to other people, because it's like now you're slave to money because you want to feel accepted by other people that have
Yeah.
the same amount of money. So it's relative in that.
But the thing
that aspect.
someone can be a millionaire and be free, but someone can make $8,000 a month and be free.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the position that I'm in.
That's
I would feel
relative.
free making 10,000, like 10,000 a month. I would feel rich. I would be like, oh, I'm rich. I'm free.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Hanging out with people that it doesn't matter how much you make. It's just I'm free. You're free.
That's the point
We're
I was
free.
getting to. That's
Like,
the point.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody's rich is different. And that was all I was trying to say.
That's who you want to hang out with. You want to have friends that are and allies that are like that. You don't want to be hanging around people that are counting your pockets, that are expecting handouts, that are always, oh, please help me, like always wanting to help you and using you as a way to as a security blanket.
I mean, I get that, but what if that person that you just described is your day one?
Doesn't matter.
Then what do you do?
Doesn't matter.
Do you kick them to the curb?
No, you get your stuff together.
Yeah, but what if their mentality is not that? You know,
Nothing you
everybody
do.
can't be an entrepreneur.
Nothing you can do. Look
So
at
what do
LeBron.
you? So what
LeBron
do you do?
James did not give his friends money. LeBron James, what he did, whether you like him or not, he said, "What do you like to do? I will pay for your school. Oh, you want to do this? I will pay for you to go to school, but you got to do that." He didn't just give them money. They excelled. He elevated them to excel at things that they wanted to do. One wanted to be a coach. He created a freaking thing so you can coach, a league so you can coach.
Right.
One wanted to be an agent. Became Rich Paul. He became he's one of the best agents in the NBA now. Maverick Carter is a businessman. He's like, oh, he's his manager. You know, okay, you run all these businesses. They all went to school. Like I would do my best to help them grow. But if you can't grow, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let you stop me from growing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't. The only loyalty you have is to who opened your eye. Like who opens eyes when you wake up and who when your eyes close when you die. Who's that? It's you. It's you. Not even your kids. Not even your kids. When you open your eyes, it's you. When you close your eyes, when you die, it's you.
Yeah, you come in this world alone.
It's you.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I forget my kids, but he's Shaq. Shaq's not giving any money to his kids. But he said, hey, if you want to invest into something, tell me, give me a business plan, and I would be the person that you should go to ask for investment money. I'm not going to give you $10,000. Tell me what you're going to do with this $10,000 and why would it be a good investment for me to let you borrow $10,000.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm not just going to give you 10 grand. That's my money.
Well, that teaches,
you know what I'm saying?
It teaches you not to feel entitlement, and it teaches you that you need to work for your money. Yeah.
So if I see someone like Shaq who has multiple hundreds of businesses, doing that to his own kids, it's just my day one, someone I've been friends with, no, I'm not giving you crap. You got to earn it. You got to tell me, okay, you want to invest in something? Tell me what you want to invest in. I'm not just going to, you don't just give people money like that. You got, you know what I'm saying? I learned that the hard way, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta, there's a way of living life. There's a code. Everyone has their own morals and codes. That's the thing. There's no law in the world, in the sky, that says you have to do this to live life. Every person has their own moral and code with their own paradigm. You write your own moral and code, and whether or not the person that's in your circle wants to live by that code, if they don't, then they don't belong in your circle. If they want to live by that code, then hey, you guys have an agreement. Cool. If they have a different code from you, you don't have to be in their circle. That's just how life is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow, especially when it's your day ones. You know, you feel like, man,
you don't owe anybody anything.
You don't.
You don't owe anybody anything.
But at the end of the day, if that day one did something for you or saved
the only person you probably owe is your mother, because she gave birth to you.
Of course,
that's probably the only person you would owe to.
I would agree to put parents, but you know, some people don't have the dads.
Yeah,
so,
fathers, yes, but I think the mother, because the mother's the one that gave birth to you. Mothers gave birth to you. They, you know what I'm saying? It's their choice to keep you, whatever. At the end of the day, and if they gave birth to you, they nurtured you, they fed you. You know what I'm saying? Like they nurtured you. That's the only person that you owe life to, in a sense. And then fathers would probably be second, and then whoever is your father or father figure, someone who raised you. Some people don't have fathers. Some people don't have mothers. But the person that every human being here was born from a woman. So at the end of the day, I say the only person you would probably owe something to is obviously God, and if you're religious, if you're not religious, whatever, your mother, because she gave birth to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now this is like a spiritual, non-crypto.
Yeah,
man.
sorry. We're getting kind of spiritual.
Tomorrow we're gonna talk about all the cryptos we like.
Exactly.
LCX, BXV.
So
Cardano.
honestly, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode, Go ahead and smash the like button. Subscribe to the
Damn.
channel.
We
got a lot of stuff coming.
we came back with a bang. 1 hour.
Banger. Banger. An hour and what? 5 minutes?
It's gonna be like 1:07 total because of the.
Oh, because of, yeah. But
Well,
yeah, honestly, guys,
post.
if you enjoy this type of content, man, this is what you can expect almost on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. We got it in the thumbnails, we got it in the banner, Monday through Friday.
Oh, you know those guys with those weird faces? They passed away. The bump it. Guys with faces like this.
Oh, really?
Bump it.
I didn't know that.
They sold Bitcoin. Bump it.
That's kind of sad.
Those big guys with the big faces.
Yeah.
The twins.
That's kind of unfortunate.
They one passed away and then the other one passed away 6 days later.
Damn.
I don't know their names, but RIP to them. They were crazy. They're like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that was kind of depressing at the end of the show.
I just thought about it because I was making this face. Bump it. But no, hey, if you're watching this to the end right now, you're a real one.
Well, it's not only just the people that are watching it; it's the people that are listening. Because we got
our
listeners on Spotify.
Our listeners, shout out to all the listeners.
So, yeah,
on Spotify and Apple, Google, all the audio.
And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube and you want to find out more about what we do here, whether you want to, learn from us, learn about what we have, what we're holding, what we'll be holding. All those type of links will be down in the description down below. So definitely check those
Discord,
out, guys.
Patreon. Yeah. Join the Discord, please. We don't even have it on here promoted anymore, but join the Discord. The collective as well. The collective is beautiful.
Exactly. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Be safe. Peace out.